Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest on this week's Reddit with Friends. Everyone, the man who really needs no introduction these days, Mr. Steve Johnson. Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, but I don't know where you get that don't need an introduction.
Oh my gosh, look, and just ask your neighbor, ask your coworker. I'm sure somebody knows.
See, I worked with Carmen and he asked me who I was.
Oh my gosh, look.
I thought Steve was coming for his job.
Yeah, I was about to say, it is 9 a.m. You
no,
never
man,
know.
it's yours.
Good to have you in the studio, Steve.
Glad to be here.
How is retirement treating you?
Well, it's great. I have a part-time job,
Okay.
but right now I'm not working much at the end of the year. It's a nonprofit.
Yeah.
That should explain everything.
There you go. Look, keeps you busy. I like that. You are here, though. This is probably some new territory for you. We're not reading stories. Well, we are reading stories, but you and we're going to be giving some comments.
The biggest difference is you guys have earpieces. You can hear the director.
Yeah.
I can't hear anything.
You're full-on guest mode.
I'm like, yeah, I'm a civilian.
Yes, and Carmen Fuentes, of course, always good to have you, friend.
Yes, I'm glad to be here as always. We got a special one. I'll call it a special one for Steve.
Okay.
It's about work, which is just funny. So it's good that you're not fully retired, Steve. This one actually comes from our favorite. It's the Am I the Villain subreddit.
Right. One of the good ones, yeah.
We have to replace a certain word with villain.
No. I wonder, is that the same thing I read sometimes?
Probably so, yes. Am I the villain? It's titled, Am I the villain for pretending to get fired when customers get a temper with me?
Pretending to get fired.
Let's explain.
I'm not sure.
This person writes, they say, I'm a high schooler with a weekend job at a coffee shop. My coworkers who work with me on the weekends are James, who's the owner's son. He goes to my school. He's a shift manager, but it's not a formal thing. You know, he's a friendly guy. And also there's Danielle, who's a college student who sometimes works weekends too. Sometimes customers come in and they're just angry about such little things. They'll blow up about nothing. And I don't know if they're just in a bad mood already and looking for someone to take it out on or what, but it's a lot. Like how sad you have to be a grown man taking your anger out on high school and college kids. So James and I were joking about having a little fun with them, hopefully getting them off our backs. One day I was at work, some guy was having a temper about how we don't make the coffee hot enough, which I couldn't do a thing about because I gave it to him right out of the machine. James came in and was like, sir, is there a problem here? The guy starts ranting at him and he was just like, let's call the original poster John.
Okay.
John, this is unacceptable. You're fired. Right?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and he tells the poster that they're fired. So I started to act real sad. Please don't fire me. My family needs the money. I need the job. Please. All dramatic. He played it up like he was, being a real mean guy, telling me to take off the apron and just leave. The angry guy started to backtrack like, it's not that big of a deal, right? You don't need to fire him over it. I didn't mean it. James was like, no, we pride ourselves on having the best customer service. Of course, after all the drama, I still had my job. We were just acting, and we've done it a couple times. And whenever a customer loses their temper at Danielle or myself, James just storms in and pretends to fire us. And almost every time the person who had came in angry apologizes and says they didn't mean it. It's satisfying making people realize their actions might actually have consequences. But I was telling my friends from school about it, and a few of them thought it was too mean of a prank to let someone go away thinking they've gotten someone who desperately needs the money fired. So
okay, James is just another guy working at a coffee shop.
James is
he's
the manager.
Okay, so
he's
he's the
owner's
manager.
son. Yes.
Yeah, he's a high schooler himself.
So that's like, you're the manager.
Yeah, so that changes it because it strikes me doing something like you're talking about will get you fired.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, the fact that he mentioned that at the end, because that's what I thought about before. It's hopefully you leave an impact on the customer and make them second guess. Complaining about something that isn't probably that serious. You know what I'm saying? And not only just like the coffee, but okay, is this something that I'm really going to blow up about at this employee that they might have no control over?
Don't you wonder how good it doesn't sound like a very busy coffee shop. If they can do stuff like this, and so that's
it's probably a smaller one, like a mom and pop shop.
Also, too, though, you got to think there are places out there like I don't know if it's just in movies or what, or TV, but like those high class, like fine dining restaurants where if something happens like that, you've seen it where they're like, get out of here, you're done. Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. Let me comp your meal, whatever it might be. Obviously, these are just high school kids just trying to have some fun, have a little bit of prank, but it on the flip side of that, they made a good point. Like, you know, how bad of a day, or you know, how much of a man or woman are you that you're going to take as an adult, take your anger out on this kid for nothing?
Yeah.
That the kid is almost teaching them a lesson.
Well, yeah. Well, maybe the thing to talk about here: are you a villain for jumping on somebody working at a coffee shop or really anywhere else?
Yeah, that would be a good one.
I mean, because, I've asked people, you know, waiting on me at a coffee shop here in town that makes French pastries. I'm not going to say the name of it. It's really good. I said, is there any meaning? He said, well, at the beginning, because they didn't understand that we're not the same as a donut place.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, how can people start out their day angry?
Well, if it's a Monday, you would.
Well, you're buying coffee, so generally speaking, you want that cup of coffee.
Yes, and a lot of people say, I mean, some people can't get happy until they have their coffee for the day, and that's very important.
Well, I could see why they waited to go to a coffee shop to get the coffee, but
Yeah.
There's also someone who worked in fast food, if you will. Chick-fil-A was my first job, and you'd be surprised at how many people don't understand things that you can't control, or things that are just a policy, whether it is a store policy or a corporate policy, that they want preferential treatment for, to like as a workaround of that, and you just can't do it. And they think that you're just like, no, I'm not doing it because you asked me.
And then they turn around and they ask for the manager. Now this prank right here, they're playing with each other, getting fired. But you know how some people say, I want to speak to your manager. And they're like, well, I am the manager. How can I help you? They're going to tell you the same thing I just told you.
Instagram is full of that stuff.
Yes.
But the thing is, it's the people being waited on who need to change their attitude.
Absolutely.
I mean,
is entitlement the right word?
These are working people that are working a hard job.
working
If you
just
go in a
like
busy
you.
coffee shop, I'm not giving them any crap, because it appears to me if you watch them, they're working as fast as they can. Yeah, it might be slow. That's because they're busy. So,
now, have you seen that show, What Would You Do? It's like a show. These people, they go out there and they act and they put on scenarios and they want to see if people will jump in and respond. If you were at this coffee shop and you saw something like that transpiring, what would you?
Well, the thing is, you see those things where people, do that. Somebody's mean and somebody else steps in, and I have never had that happen.
Okay.
But you would like to think you would step in. It's easy to say, yeah, I'd step in, but you don't know if you would or not.
Right.
But I would like to think that if Carmen started like abusing you, that I would go get Carmen.
Yeah, Carmen.
I might actually go get
I've
Carmen for
got
fun.
Steve Johnson on my side.
He meant verbally.
Verbally,
physically.
of course.
But also, too, and I see your point. Like with that one, though, with the person complaining about the coffee not being hot enough, I don't know how I would interject in that regard. Now, if it was like, if they were trying to say, how are you out of pastries or something at this time, I'd be like, hey, buddy, it's almost lunchtime. I'm not gonna,
You just say sorry. I think the person being, the person working there just says, "Hey, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is how hot it is.
I can nuke it in the microwave."
I can go.
That
you
part.
can say, "I can get you another cup, and we can see if that's hotter." But that's all I can do.
Yes.
And if they're still being a jerk, have the guy come in and fire you.
So most of the comments are in favor of the person who posted it, saying they're not the villain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone wrote, that's hilarious. Plus it shows people that there are consequences for their actions. They really could very well get someone fired for saying something stupid. But one person called out the user, called them out and called them a villain, saying, I've managed restaurants for years, own my own business now. This is a horrible response to a customer complaint. Whether they act like a villain or not, they usually have some sort of legitimate complaint. You can't just ignore it. Take this example about the coffee being cold. The original poster says there's nothing they could do. If that's honestly the case, then this is a terrible coffee shop.
Wow.
I mean, I want to know how hot was the coffee to begin with.
Most people, there have been lawsuits about coffee being too hot.
Part, yes, and people have won. That's the other
coffee,
thing, too.
the coffee is the water is almost always boiling or close to boiling when it makes the coffee. So
They said they took it right out of the pot, like
Right there.
So he should have said, let me check and see if our coffee's. I mean, there's things the person working could have done.
Now, this is another thing, because that person apparently owns their own business. So from that standpoint, are you in the belief that the customer is always right?
So since I don't work for Chick-fil-A anymore, I will say no.
No, okay.
But if I was still working,
but customers, I think if you're dealing with people, the customer almost and I've worked where I've dealt with people, and sometimes they are not right.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's not your job. It's the manager's job.
And that's
to
why you
handle
pass
that.
it right on to them.
Here's the thing, if you, to sort of put a bow on it, I think as a customer, if you just react or respond just rationally, calmly, like an adult, usually you can, get your problem resolved,
Yeah.
and you can they'll treat you with the same respect.
Yes.
Hey, I'm sorry, let me see what I can do. But if you just come out the gate hot, you can expect to be like
why
that.
jump on them? I
Yeah.
Exactly.
But the thing is, this coffee's not very hot. The guy probably would have said,
Let me warm it up for you.
"It's as hot as it gets here." I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I, for one, do not think that he is the villain. 2 kids having some fun.
Fun
But
prank.
hey, think about that, the next time you go to a shop. Steve Johnson, it was a pleasure having
Hey,
you.
Glad to
Yes.
add my 2 cents.
Of course. And look, but you have an event coming up. We hear you're staying busy, man. What do you have going
Yes,
on?
well, I don't even know when this is running, but on December 10th, by the way, we have a new graphic.
Okay.
But on December 10th at Tangled String, Greg Screws and myself are going to do, we call it a life in reading.
Okay.
And all the proceeds are going to, it's $25 a person. All the proceeds go to the American Library Association.
Wonderful.
And we're going to tell stories, read some stuff, read some passages, talk about
Impactful
reading.
stories.
We did this once at a bookstore, and we like doing it so much we're going to do it again.
Awesome.
Hey.
Well, we are happy that you were able to put that out there. Everybody, we're going to have that information on our As Seen on Day Today page. Of course, all the links and information you need to know. Thank you so much, Steve.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, everybody stick around. We'll be right back with more Day Today with Mariah.